Hi, my name is Amber Smith, and I'm doing my presentation on Enterprise Holdings. For the first presentation, I did products and areas of operations. Enterprise Holdings is a car rental service company. So basically what that is consumers come to either Enterprise Holdings or other corporations and they rent a car for an extended period of time. Usually it's a fixed price for 1 day, and you pay that price for however many days you have the vehicle, and then when you're done with it, you return it back to where you rented it from, or sometimes you can return it to a different location. Say, for example, if you rented it in New Hampshire and then you drove to Virginia, you can then return it to one of their locations in Virginia. The company itself is located in Clayton, Missouri, and Enterprise Holdings is the largest car rental service in the United States. Just continued information. Enterprise Holdings is a parent company, and a parent company is a company that owns enough voting stock in another firm to control management and operation by doing and influencing or electing its board of directors. So Enterprise Holdings is the parent company of the companies I'm about to say the names for, and they just control the management side of it, and these companies are basically just under them. So instead of them being their own corporations, they report all of their information, everything to Enterprise Holdings. And those companies are Enterprise Rent-A-Car, National Car Rental, Alamo Rent-A-Car, and Enterprise Car Share. Just some more continued information. Enterprise Holdings is also located globally. So besides just being in the United States, they are also in different countries and located in different areas. And their areas of operations are Asia, Asia Pacific, Austria, Canada, the Caribbean, France, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, Israel, Latin America, Norway, Mexico, Spain, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the United States. For the second part of my presentation, I did the competitive landscape. Enterprise Holdings' biggest competitors are Hertz, Avis Budget, and Penske Truck Leasing. These are just different forms of car rental services. Some rent out trucks, some rent out different types of vehicles, just like Enterprise Holdings does. But basically, these are the top three competitors. These are the ones who have just as much income or sales as Enterprise Holdings, but just not enough to overtake them as the country's lead car rental service. For the year 2014, these four companies, these are their most recent sales. Enterprise Holdings was $6.15 billion, Hertz was $11.5 billion, Avis Budget was $8.49 billion, and Penske Truck Leasing was $2.51 billion. Just some more continued information on the competitive landscape. Car rental services are constantly in demand, but with there being so many of them, that leaves lots of competition to find the lowest prices. Car rental companies have to keep their prices relatively low in order to keep clients coming back. If, for say, an example, you rent out a car and the price is $100 a day, and that seems, pretty easy for you, but if there's a different company who's renting out cars for $50 a day, then that would probably be money-wise a better option, but you also have to keep in mind their customer service. They may have $50 cars a day because their customer service skills are pretty poor, or their cars aren't well taken care of. You have to be able to do your research, look into things, and so you know what you're paying for. So, Enterprise Holdings companies may have a little bit more steeper of a price per day, but that's probably because their overall standing as a company is better off than others. Their customer service is important to them, so they want customers to keep coming back. So they do whatever they can to meet their customers' needs. So that being, clean cars and, nice cars, and making sure they have options for their customers and just different aspects like that. And that all entails customer service. As far as the current company news, I found an article about Enterprise Holdings where it stated that it bought out Triangle Rent-A-Car, which is a small family-owned corporation based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. They only have 29 branch locations, and that is located in the southeast part of the United States, mainly North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and I believe there was one or two other states. Enterprise Holdings' main goal is to retain 300 full-time and part-time employees that Triangle Rent-A-Car currently have on staff. They don't want to obviously, acquire this company and then make 300 people lose their jobs because it's just under new management. So they're trying to retain the 300 full-time and part-time employees to maintain better customer service, and so 300 people aren't out looking for new jobs. More information is Enterprise Holdings and Triangle Rent-A-Car share the same customer service values. They both rank customer service very highly, and they do anything they can to increase their customer service skills and to make sure that the customers leave happy and that they have different options for them. And because the worst thing you can do is have a customer leave unsatisfied or unhappy, because then in turn, if you think of a marketing strategy, is word of mouth. If you didn't have something that they wanted and they were upset by that, they're not going to go tell their friend, yeah, you should try out these guys. They were awesome. No, they're going to be like, don't try out these guys because they didn't have the options that I wanted and they weren't able to provide me with what I needed. So that's very important. And the goal of acquiring the new company is to provide even better service to customers in the Southeast. This was a quote I pulled directly from the article by the senior vice president of Enterprise Holdings. And in conclusion, just to tie up all the facts that I've given in the presentation, Enterprise Holdings is a car rental service company. They are the largest car rental service in the United States. Their top competitors are Hertz, Avis Budget, Penske Truck Leasing, and they are a globally located company. Thank you for watching, and that's all. Thanks.